When I look at the styles, if you have a top-notch Tyson Fury, and you get the best version of Usyk, I think stylistically, I feel that Fury should be able to win. And he should be able to win handedly. It shouldn't be a difficult fight for him. He's just bigger, he's longer. He can use his reach, he can box outside.
When I look at the styles, if you have a top-notch Tyson Fury, and you get the best version of Usyk, I think the stylistically, I feel that Fury should be able to win, and he should be able to win handedly. It shouldn't be a difficult fight for him. He's just bigger, he's longer, he can use his reach, he can fox outside. Tyson Fury's decision to increase his weight has gained the attention of many boxing experts, who believe he should do what he does best and use his unique weapon rather than modify his style to outbox. Usyk Fury is training out in Malta and has posted images of his new physique where fans have noted he looks considerably bigger than normal. Usyk, on the other hand, also looks in impressive shape and has shown off a more ripped physique, a sign he is taking preparations equally as seriously. The pair's shapes with 2 weeks to go have been compared, and boxing fans believe it helps indicate that Usyk will win the fight. Reports have indicated that Fury will come in heavier than for his maiden clash with Usyk. Gareth, a Davies TalkSport pundit, has even suggested that Fury expects to weigh in around 19.5 stone, close to his career highest. ? I think he'll just pip it. I think it's going to be a very, very close fight. Again, they're both great Enals in the ring, but he does have to get ahead in the fight and stay there. He will need something different given Usyk looks superior in the opening clash and even threatened to secure a stoppage in the 9th round, and although piling on weight could increase his power, former fighter Spencer Oliver believes it could backfire if Tyson Fury can rediscover the movement he had during the 2015 time against Vladimir Klitschko. He said on Talk Boxing, but there's rumors circulating he could come in a lot heavier for this one in the fight and stay there. I think he's got to be more aggressive this time. He sat back last time. I agree, and I think Usyk was allowed to come forward. He allowed himself to come forward through his brilliant footwork. Will that be his undoing doing that? Because if he is looking to bully him, I think you are playing into Usyk's hands. Maybe he has to set the traps. He is good at doing that. Use that uppercut he did in the 6th round and draw Usyk, and that's maybe the way to do it as opposed to try and bully him. One fan reacted, it's obvious Usyk is going to win the second fight. Fury's in trouble. Another agreed Usyk will win. Again, different levels between them. Hey guys, Tyson here. One added, hope Tyson can do it and bring them belts back, but I think it wasn't even Usyk's best performance that night, so I think we'll see an even better Usyk and he will win. For Usyk, a former undisputed cruiserweight champion, the idea of stepping up to the land of the giants always represented a formidable hurdle. And yet, while he weighed around 40 pounds less than Tyson Fury back in May, the Ukrainian put on a comprehensive display to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis. As for Fury, his legacy will largely be defined by how he responds to his first professional defeat with a shot at redemption against Alexander Usyk arriving on December 1st. Just want to say thank you to God in the mighty name of Jesus. We put on a good fight for the fans. I always say it's about getting paid and getting laid, and we did that tonight. I thank Alexander for the good fight. It was a close fight. During their first encounter, Fury was able to have a large degree of success in the middle rounds, particularly in round 5 when, after landing a series of throwing combinations, he appeared to hurt the 37-year-old, but then Usyk rallied back to unleash a terrific onslaught in the 9th round when he scored a standing count against his significantly larger opponent. And so it was at this moment when, in the eyes of Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley, Fury had begun to take his eye off the ball. I think it's a good fight. I think Tyson Fury might be a little bit too big for Usyk, but Usyk is a very good technical boxer, so it's Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury can press forward, he can box off the back. Fury just lost focus for a split second, and that's all it takes for Usyk. Bradley said on Pro Box TV, if you give Usyk any type of daylight, if you give him any type of opportunity to gain confidence, he's going to steamroll you for the potential Fury knockout. I think we might see a bigger, heavier Fury in the Deontay Wilder rematch. Fury came in very heavy, he weighed on him, he mauled him, and we could see that type of Tyson Fury for the second time since returning to boxing after his iconic victory over Vladimir Klitschko when he made a career lightest of 247 pounds. It is fair to say that Fury's weight has fluctuated a significant amount. The 36-year-old Weighed in at one of his heaviest for the Wilder rematch back in 2020 before destructively stopping the American in one of his most complete performances. Very long 85 in reach. He can lay on Usyk. I mean, there's a lot that he can do and come forward. I think it'll be interesting first half, but I think the second half I definitely think that Fury will figure out how to get Usyk. However, when weighing even heavier for the trilogy clash with the Wilder showdown, the Gypsy King ultimately appeared to be somewhat sluggish, unable to utilize his movement to the same extent, so now one would assume that Fury must be especially careful to perform well on the scales before entering his eagerly awaited rematch with Usyk. Elsewhere, Lennox Lewis has suggested Tyson Fury's key to beating Alexander Usyk may be his weight after the Gypsy King came up short in his first fight with the Ukrainian. When we go again, there's no animosity. I don't hate USC, you know, he's a good God-fearing Christian family man, why would I hate him? And he's made me millions of dollars, I love it. Usyk beat Fury via split decision in May to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lewis in 2000, and on the 21st of December the pair will clash in Saudi Arabia again. This time, however, only 3 of the 4 major belts will be on the line. In the first fight, Fury largely fought on the back foot after coming in at his lightest weight in 4 years. In December, the Briton should take a different approach according to Lewis. I think Fury learned what he needs to do next time because he didn't do enough, Lewis told Indie Sport columnist Steve Bunce on the BBC 5 Live Boxing podcast. How do you think Alexander Usyk would have done in your era, the era of Lennox Lewis, RCK, Bo Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson? How do you think he would have done against you in your contemporaries? I would have to compare him to, he needs to do a lot more. I like him a bit heavier for his fights, and not moving around as much. He has to conquer his own self first. He's been through these things before, so I think he can do it because he knows what to do. He's been at lows before and at highs before. He's down here right now. He knows how to get back up here. He just needs to put in the work. Fury, 36, has a promising record in rematches. The former champion holds 3 wins over Derek Chisora, 2 victories over John McDermott, and improved upon his controversial draw with Deontay Wilder by knocking out the American twice, the Holyfield. And I think he would have done very well. I don't think he would have lasted against me. Lewis knows a thing or two about rematches as well. The British Canadian was stopped by Hasim Rahman in 2001 but avenged that loss with a knockout win 7 months later. Earlier in his career, Lewis also bounced back from a TKO by Oliver McCall to STO the American in their rematch, and in 1999 Lewis fought Evander Holyfield to a draw before winning their second clash. To become undisputed every day, I woke up training for this person, ready for this person, thinking about them the whole day. I took it real serious, said Lewis. 59 Wake up every day to their picture, stick it on the wall and be thinking about them all the time. It's a mental war you're going in against because, I throw a mean uppercut in there and I noticed he gets caught with uppercuts, so he wouldn't have been able to stand up to my uppercuts. Now it is down to Tyson Fury to try and reclaim heavyweight gold against Usyk in December, and Lewis knows all about rematches, having avenged his only losses to Hasim Rahman and Oliver McCall. He believes Fury will have learned plenty from having already done 12 rounds with the Ukraine star. For me it was easy because I knew what I did wrong after the fight, so for him he can look at the fight himself and say maybe I should throw more combos or maybe I should do something else, because it's not hard. He's got a great trainer too. He just has to go in there and do the work, throw the combinations and do the work in the ring to make sure he's successful. Does need to make some adjustments. If he didn't make any adjustments, then he would lose the fight again, so he would have to make some adjustments to win the fight. So he definitely has to go in there with a focus attitude and being able to throw a lot more punches. Fury and Usyk are nearer the end than the start of their careers, and so are the 2 other big earners from the era, Anthony Joshua and Wilder. When Lewis was king, the other big names were Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, and RCKB, and there was a supporting cast of Michael Moore, Tommy Morrison, Razor Ruck, Ray Mercer and many others. This era of heavyweights has been a good era. I like the fact that this era brought in boxing, it also brought in entertainment. Lewis grinned. When did you ever see a heavyweight champion sing after his fight? So you're getting a boxing match and also a concert at the same time. Is that just Tyson being Tyson, kind of saying that not to give too much away? Or do you think he genuinely believes that that's kind of what he has to do? The rematch? No.